I feel there's a typo in this question because it doesn't seem to make much sense as it is. Well, I have just got into meditation. I've been practicing it on and off for 2 weeks now. It has been helping me with my anxiety and with sleeping. And I feel I'm more happy in general, too. So I guess it is working for me. I don't have depression myself, so I can't know how much it does help with it. But no meditation can get rid of any mental illness. Meditation is an exercise that can help a lot. Mental illnesses have this common trait: they make the person lose control over their own mind, to a greater or smaller degree. Meditation and mindfulness can help you regain some of that control. Or learn to let go of it in a healthy way. As for means of getting rid of depression, there are several different approaches for treatment. I recommend that you see a doctor. Even if you don't want to take medication, and you have every right to feel like that, a doctor can still help. They can prescribe you the right diet, the right type of exercise, the right therapist, and even the better meditation. So please seek professional help. That's the first step you need to take to effectively get rid of depression. Depression continues to be a major health issue for older adults. It affects about 20% of adults ages 65 and older, and regular depression can lead to higher risks for heart disease and death from illnesses. It also affects people's daily lives by making them more socially isolated and affecting cognitive function, especially memory. In fact, a study of 1,111 people, average age 71, published online May 9, 2018, by Neurology, found that those who had greater symptoms of depression also had worse episodic memory, the ability to recall specific experiences and events. There are many ways to treat depression. Antidepressants and psychotherapy are the usual first-line treatments, but ongoing research has suggested that a regular meditation practice can help by changing how the brain responds to stress and anxiety. How your brain reacts. Stress and anxiety are major triggers of depression, and meditation can alter your reaction to those feelings. Meditation trains the brain to achieve sustained focus, and to return to that focus when negative thinking, emotions, and physical sensations intrude. Which happens a lot when you feel stressed and anxious, says Dr. John W. Denninger, Director of Research at the Benson Henry Institute for Mind-Body Medicine at Harvard-affiliated Massachusetts General Hospital. Meditation has been found to change certain brain regions that are specifically linked with depression. For instance, scientists have shown that the medial prefrontal cortex (MPFC) becomes hyperactive in depressed people. The MPFC is often called the me center, because this is where you process information about yourself, such as worrying about the future and ruminating about the past. When people get stressed about life, the MPFC goes into overdrive. Another brain region associated with depression is the amygdala, or fear center. This is the part of the brain responsible for the fight-or-flight response, which triggers the adrenal glands to release the stress hormone cortisol in response to fear and perceived danger. These two brain regions work off each other to cause depression. The me center gets worked up reacting to stress and anxiety, and the fear center response leads to a spike in cortisol levels to fight a danger that's only in your mind. Research has found that meditation helps break the connection between these two brain regions. When you meditate, you are better able to ignore the negative sensations of stress and anxiety, which explains, in part, why stress levels fall when you meditate, says Dr. Denninger. Another way meditation helps the brain is by protecting the hippocampus, a brain area involved in memory. One study discovered that people who meditated for 30 minutes a day for 8 weeks increased the volume of gray matter in their hippocampus, and other research has shown that people who suffer from recurrent depression tend to have a smaller hippocampus. Meditation does not cure anything. Sorry, but it is true, despite wishful thinking. What meditation does do that may help, however, is many-fold. It reduces stress to allow the body to cure, as it naturally would, if it had enough resources. It exercises the awareness muscle, which prevents the reinforcement of depression by the mind looping negative thoughts. It provides space between the body and the mind that perceives it, to allow the body to what it needs to. Our ability to self-regulate is not widely understood by medical research, nor does it have the incentive to want to understand it. When we develop the skills to self-regulate, there will be lots of people out of jobs and lots of companies out of business. Depression, as they are learning, is a holistic issue. It isn't just caused by chemical imbalances, faulty mood regulation, negative thinking, or stress and trauma, but rather by a combination of all of these things. All of these things can also be self-regulated with meditation as the tool. It is also important to recognize that there are just as many ways to meditate as there are ways to lift weights. Meditation really is just a form of exercise for the mind. Here is an example to show how meditation can help self-regulation. I am stressed out from a long day's work and intent on driving straight home. I notice there is a detour sign that will force me to go the long way. I reinforce my stress with negative thoughts and my body produces ACH and cortisol to reflect those thoughts in my body. Then, out of nowhere, someone cuts me off and I fly off the handle. My body is now producing these hormones, plus testosterone, and without any way of releasing the testosterone, I slam my hand on the steering wheel and fracture my finger. Today is not a good day. Groundhog's Day. I wake up and meditate, go to work. It is a long day and I am busy, but it feels good to get stuff done. I am driving home and see a detour sign. I move to complain, but my awareness decides to respond instead, and I am grateful that I get to pass by the lake, which I rarely do. My body produces dopamine because I just solved a problem. Then, a car zooms right in front of me and I have to press my brakes. I move to yell at them, but awareness reminds me to respond. I take a moment and realize they are probably stressed out because of the detour, and I choose not to be angry. I say to myself, I am grateful I am relaxed enough to not get upset. Again, I am hit with dopamine, and this time serotonins, because I feel good for how I responded. I notice the driver looks in the rear view mirror and mouths sorry while waving. He just didn't see me. Today is a good day.